go. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the AppSec tab is the piece that we've been talking about. These applications, the names you see here can either be manually created in the case of adding this application here, and I can come in and create a test application. Right. And then this application identifier is the thing I've been talking about, where this is dependent on the source that it's coming from. And so if it say let's call it web inspect, calls this finance app, and checkmarks calls it test application. These are the identifiers that allow us to kind of group those things together, both from an individual source. So this will pull in all the URLs from checkmarks, assuming checkmarks calls it test application, and this will pull in all the finance app stuff from web inspect. And so as soon as we hit save, you'll see a new application show up here. And obviously it's 0 because there's nothing associated with it. And so as soon as we hit those connectors and they pulled in information that has that application identifier, it'll start to populate this. And to Ed's point earlier, it is a saved search. And so just to give you an example of one here, WebGood is probably fine. When I click on it, you see all those individual URLs. We mouse over, we get the full URL. Right, and we're making some adjustments to this view to make these URLs much easier to see. But the key thing has been to pull together the information into an application. So this is slightly confusing today. Think of this like the application identifier that we've been talking about. This string, whatever it is, comes in from the individual source. And so in this case, it looks like this was all a DAST source because these are all URLs. Some of them tagged, right? And some of them, I don't think we have any SAST information in this one. And so, clicking on vulnerabilities, you'll see that they get rolled up by CWM on the URL. And you can see that there are multiple probably entry points here. And you can kind of dive into that. You'll see all of these came from White Hat source, and you get all the details here. Oops, sorry about that.
The scanner ID is specific to Kenna. Is that generated by Kenna, or is it from?
This is from the source, yeah. In this case, this would be from White Hat.
Okay.
Yep. Let me see if I can show you the source. You can always see down here which sources they came from. So this 107 things came from source, 2 things came from Black Duck Hub. And fixes is kind of cool because it allows you to kind of roll those things up. And so you can see injection has all of these different URLs affected. There's our SQL injection.
Those are in priority, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you'll see highest false score here. Yeah, and we recognize these views are still a little infrastructure-y. There's still some work to do on the UX of this, I think, to make this more friendly to application teams. But in general, the information is there. You can see all the different scanner IDs. And yeah, that's pretty much the basic demo. And let me go back here to our AppSec tab, and you do get a roll-up of these. And whoops, in the view here, click overview. So now you can start to see the application itself. Mean time to remediate, open vulnerabilities, some metadata associated with it, and then again, all those application identifiers that are used to kind of roll up this application together. Now, we talked earlier about being able to see the infrastructure with this. One potential is we show that to you here. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if that would work today. If we were to associate an application identifier with those individual IPs, it might. But my suggestion for right now would be to go to the Explore view and then use those application identifiers, everything WebGoat. And then let's say we know that there's a tag associated with the infrastructure, the underlying infrastructure, and it's WebGoat as well. You can click that. And now you'll see, this is a little bit of a contrived example here, but we can also, pull in information from infrastructure sources here. I'm trying to find one that would be, yeah, let's say it's this.
While Jonathan's scrolling through this, does anyone have any questions, comments?
So the scanner score, I did not see that. Is that also in the vulnerability details that you showed earlier? I didn't see that.
It is, yeah. And just to put a cap on this,
Sorry about going back. I didn't see it.
No problem at all. I'll show it to you in just one moment. Just to put a cap on this, this is using this Explore view. You filter out the things that you want to see together, put a name on them, save them, and now you can see application and infrastructure together in a single view. All right, so that allows you to kind of roll up both app and infrastructure. And that would be my suggestion for today. Coming back to AppSec, let's hit this application. And then assuming there is a scanner score, we can use this to show us that. And that'll be on the vulnerabilities tab. Scanner score, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just hidden there in my small laptop view. There you go. And you can obviously sort and search on that.
When is the AppSec module ready to go live, to roll out?
So it's active now. This view that you're seeing here is actually available now. I think it's. I'd have to talk to our PM team to see if it's still beta or if it's live today. The date we were talking about was the 14th, and it's the 15th today. So I assume that it's being rolled out to everyone.
It's being rolled out this